Hello, welcome to Made to Heal with Angela Brown. It's been a little bit since I've done a video, and I apologize. But before I get into my topic of your gifts, I want you to be thinking about what are my gifts. But before I get into that, check out the link in the comments below to my book called You Are Made to Heal, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, and physically. We are all made to heal, and it's important to recognize that we can take the steps to heal in these areas. For me, it was God in Christ, learning how to surrender and learning to just humble myself and really ask what that looks like, because it looks different for all of us in some ways or another with our personality, but it sure involves a lot of self-care and a lot of investing time and being willing to grow. So check out that link in the comments below to my book. Now, I was teaching a lesson a couple weeks ago about gifts. And, a lot of people have asked me the last, over my lifetime, well, what are your gifts? And I would always be like, I don't have any gifts. I don't have any gifts. But that is so not true. If you had that thought, like, I don't have any gifts, what are you talking about, gifts? We all have gifts. And in the scriptures, particularly, I was talking about Doctrine and Covenants. It's in the Doctrine and Covenants, it's in the Book of Mormon, it's in the Bible. It talks about all these gifts that we can have. And not all the gifts that are available to us, humankind, is in the scriptures. There are so many more. There is countless gifts that we all have. So if you're a living, breathing human being, you definitely have gifts. And yes, I pluralized it. We don't just have one gift that we're good at or anything like that. We have gifts. And I'm a true believer, if we do not use these gifts, or if we don't seek out these gifts and opportunities to use these gifts, then yes, they could absolutely be taken away from us and given to someone else that would run with it and do something with it. So it's important that we see these gifts, we recognize it, and it's important to seek gifts. In my lesson, in the scriptures, it says seek earnestly. Earnestly isn't just this, it's not like, oh, look around, maybe you'll find it. It's not this casual saying. It is seek earnestly. That means you search it out and you take that time, and to want to have this desire to have these gifts is a good thing. So some people have this gift of knowing things. And even, so in the scriptures, of course, it's talking about knowing, just knowing that God is there, hearing you, knowing. And then there's the people that believe, like, I believe God is there. I believe he, I believe that, we will all see each other again when we pass on to the next life. And then this I believe and this I know, there's a stark difference. So it is important. No one gift is greater than the other. It takes both people that know and people that believe to work together to come to the same conclusion. And it doesn't just work on just a spiritual thing, as in, I know God lives, or I believe God lives. It's, I know that I have to do A, B, C, and D in order to have great health. Or I believe if I do A, B, C, and D, I could have great health. They're both going to have great outcomes, but the knowing is the conviction part. You absolutely know. It's that knowing is that gift, and that believing is being able to believe what somebody is teaching you to be truth. And it's like, well, how do you know if it's true or not? And all good things lead to God in Christ. Everything good. If it's evil, then we know where that comes from. So don't get too hung up on stuff like that. But then it was another gift, two gifts that it talked about was the gift of speaking in tongues and the gift of interpreting tongues. And I always thought, that meant speaking in languages. I just always thought languages, like, oh, being able to speak it or listen to it and understand it. But it's not necessarily that. It's using your native tongue, whatever that is, and being able to express yourself. And some people are really great at getting their points across and sharing the information that they have within and getting it out. And then there are others that are just awesome listeners, and they are able to just listen and understand what is being said. So those are incredible gifts. So what are your gifts? I want you to seek out your gifts. You are a unique individual, but what happens when you share your gifts is it not only blesses the lives around you, but it blesses your own. It's a two-way kind of a deal. When you put out, you get back, right? When you're putting out good, you get back good. And it's just amazing to see what happens when we are seeking godly things. Gifts, all good gifts come from God, and He is there waiting and willing to give us whatever it is we are seeking. And He wants us to be successful. He wants us to have this joy and a zest and a love for life. And we truly do that when we know we are fulfilling our mission and our purpose and seeking our gifts and using these gifts for the greater good of human beings. And just gifts bring everyone gifts. When we have these good gifts, they draw us closer together and essentially draws us closer to God. When we can connect as human beings and share and enjoy in one another's gifts, then we are able to, that's where the joy comes from. That's where the love of life comes from, is just appreciating everybody for their own unique talents and gifts that they have and that they share. So it's just important to, to be a part of that. And I happened to drop some youth off at a youth camp today, and it was like, oh, hey, we have a talent and variety show. It's like, I guess people come together with their musical talents or whatever and put on this show. Well, some went that way going, oh yeah, I want to sign up for that. And others went the other way. Like, no, I won't be doing that. But it takes both to enjoy, right? It takes the ones that are doing it entertaining and the ones that actually get to watch and enjoy themselves and have a good time over it. So everybody's lives in that situation, with talent shows, everybody's lives in the end are enriched, and it draws us closer. So, I don't want you to be hard on yourself going, I don't have any gifts and God forgot about me on the gift end, because it's not true. Like I said, if you're living and breathing, you have these gifts. So tap into these gifts and really connect with God and find out what these gifts are. Have Him lead you to these gifts, because He will. And you know what? Gifts don't just come at us. God doesn't give us this beautiful gift and just says, oh, here you go. It takes work on our end to develop these gifts, these talents. I would have never thought 10 plus years ago that I would be doing a YouTube channel and sharing what's in my heart and sharing truth and knowledge that I have learned. I never would have thought about that. I never thought I would have written a book. I never thought I would have accomplished so many things in the last several years in my healing journey. I would have never believed you if you said this is what your future holds or looks like and this is what you will be doing. I would have been in disbelief. But if we are willing to put in the work, if we are willing to grow, if we are willing to lay aside our desires and just go, okay, what is it you want of me, God? What am I supposed to do with my life? And finding that mission and that purpose, because guarantee you when you find that mission and purpose that you were sent here to do, you are definitely going to be tapping into those gifts and enriching others' lives. There's a lot of gifts that I have that I am truly grateful for. And I hope you too recognize the gifts that have been given to you and that you can have gratitude for that. And we show that gratitude by sharing it with others around us and just moving forward. So God bless you and yours in your healing journey. We are all truly made to heal because God and Christ are in us. So until next time, we'll be talking to you later. Bye.